Hey everybody, first time doing a video relating to Kratom in a number of months. I'm going to try to keep it concise. Let's see if I can manage to do that. I'm not very good at that. I want to go ahead and mention that this is not the first time today that I have spoken with other people. Obviously, I can't see any of you guys, but making videos like this would be another form of public speaking. You could make that argument. I had a business class earlier in which I did an entirely impromptu speech, much like this one. I didn't prepare for this, and one of the first things I said when I got up to talk to everybody, there weren't like a million people in the room. It was just like 10 or 12 people. But one of the first things I had said was, as I stand here right now, it's a good feeling because I think back to the public speaking I've done in the past when I had engineering courses where I had to speak on a project or anything of that nature, and I said that it was really joyful to me at the time to realize that I wasn't feeling apprehension before I got up there. I wasn't feeling anxiety. I could think. I could think clearly. I could think straight. I wasn't out of my fucking mind. Um, and part of that was because I burned some kratom earlier. And you might be wondering, oh, hey, Chris, you've been saying for a while now that kratom isn't working for you. But the more time I get away from the steroid cycle, the more and more it seems kratom is starting to work for me again. And at the moment, I have some stem and vein. I have a pretty good supply of stem and vein at the moment, thanks to a great guy. And stem and vein has actually hit me pretty well. I'm burning 8 to 10 grams of it just 3 to 4 to 5 times a week. Just basically anytime I have a big social thing to do, like go downtown or meet up with a girl, or for example, today, what this video is about, public speaking. Um, Lately, I've really been on top of my game, even without burning kratom, but much to my expectation, regardless how good I feel, regardless how confident I am, burning kratom puts me on another level. So, yeah, as I was saying, I had a speech earlier today, and I hadn't prepared for it at all. I couldn't give less of a fuck about the business classes I'm taking right now, so I definitely don't give a fuck when I have to do a speech on something useless. But I do hate to sound like a fucking idiot when I'm talking in front of people. So, with about an hour to go before class, I was starting to get a little anxious because I was like, wow, I don't know anything about what I'm supposed to know. And I was just like, fuck it, yo, I'm going to burn some kratom. I'm going to burn some stem and vein. And lo and behold, when I got to class, I was feeling fine. I wasn't worried at all. And I want to be clear about this because in the past, it's really hard for me to not get so excited about kratom. I fucking praise it to the fucking heavens, and justly so. But I gotta remain calibrated on it and be clear that kratom is amazing, but it's not gonna be your magic bullet. Um, put If I can put it in this light, while I didn't have a whole lot of anxiety or really any anxiety when I did this speech, I wasn't a fucking master speaker. I wasn't super smooth when I was saying my speech. I still stumbled over words. I still didn't know exactly what the fuck I was talking about. Halfway through my speech, I totally just forgot what I was even saying. So I wasn't, Mr. Smooth up there and everything just went perfect. But by burning kratom, I did feel just better. Despite the fact that I can talk to people and girls and unapologetically be myself in a public situation, when it comes to giving speeches, I'll still get anxious and I'll get those old feelings of apprehension. Um, So the best way to validate that Kratom did indeed help me earlier is to be able to do a speech while not burning Kratom, because this is the first time I've spoken in front of people while I've had Kratom in my arsenal to use. I never had it back when I was in engineering school. Um, but just trust me on this. We don't need to do that. If I wouldn't have burned Kratom today, I would not have felt as calm as I was. Just plain and simple. I don't need to set up another public speaking event and not burn Kratom. Um, See, even now, I'm kind of losing my train of thought, but I didn't burn Kratom for this. I gotta be honest about that. But that's about it, guys. I just wanted to share my experience with y'all because in the past I have highlighted that I've never really been able to burn Kratom and have a public speaking event. But I'm gonna check that off the list. Kratom, without a doubt, and to me, I was not surprised at all that it helped me with public speaking. So if you have any public speaking classes, or you're at Toastmasters, or you gotta do a speech for your best friend at his wedding, whatever it is, you can look at Kratom and be able to say, or even Phenibut as well, and be able to say, hey, this is a fucking weapon I'm gonna use next week, and I'm gonna be on point because this is how I am on Kratom, and I know I can burn this. And I'm gonna be perfectly fine, and it really takes a load off. So that's it, guys. Kratom plus public speaking. Public speaking makes it not a big deal at all.